Yeah. And are you able to get in to the instance? Okay. Is and then now, so see, now the problems I faced was, first was the PEM file was not able to be detected by the SSH command. So I had asked Sai to move the file to the current folder so that the complicated path specification would get simplified. Then next problem was the port 22 was getting timeout. So I had asked him to ping to confirm that Git bash is able to talk to the internet. Next is to identify the IP address as seen by the internet, and then ensure that security group IP is open. So still is the error port 22 timeout? Sai, are you able to ping Google from your Git bash prompt? Okay, you are able to ping. Now in security group, port 22 is open. So when I say security group, come to the instances. Okay, just a second. Come to the instances list here, and on the right side, you will see the correct security group used by the instance. Click on that, and then inbound port of that should have port 22 open. Survey says I was unable to yesterday I was unable to configure AWS CLI on Red Hat box due to Python version error. Yeah, see, Sarvesh, AWS CLI is yet to come, and we will be learning using Ubuntu flavor. Okay. And Shivang, I am able to log into console. Can I give static IP? Your question is not clear, Shivang, because when you launch an instance, you will get a public IP. Now, that public IP, if you want the permanent IP, then you need to buy an elastic IP. But you don't need to do that now. Service PIP is configured with location that require, however, the SSL module collecting. Okay, so now CLI we will address later. So what you do is collect these errors and send it to tax support, so I can address it during the CLI session. Okay, Sarvesh? Okay, then any other questions? So now let me repeat. It is critically important that you have an AWS account for this course, and it is important that you are able to create instances, and important that you set your billing alarm, and important that you are able to SSH into your instance. These 4 things you should be able to complete during the course of next few days. Don't delay it, because you are spending your time, I am spending my time, and this course is tailored in such a way that it gives a real life practical experience, and we will do real life examples which can be next to impossible for you to understand if you are not able to do these things. 4 things: create AWS account, set billing alarm, create instance, and SSH into your instance. Subro Jyoti is saying I could SSH through Git bash, but I could not find AWS. You mean AWS command? Don't AWS command line. We will come to it. Okay. Why I don't want you to experiment with command line is I want you to know where things are and how things work before you try out command line. So I think next Saturday or Sunday we will begin our command line journey as well. Okay, so let's start with CloudWatch. See, Sarvesh, yeah, link is useful. Yes, Sarvesh, we will see the CLI. Okay, so don't yet spend your time with CLI. Just focus on the course now. So now we will learn another service that Amazon offers. It is called CloudWatch. I am Sri Prakash Neelakandan. I have multiple Amazon certification, and I am an author as well for Docker. This is the support contact. So all your queries, ensure that you email to tax support with a detailed explanation on your commands that you have tried and the error, so that one reply is good enough for you to clarify, or one email is enough for me to understand the exact problem. Okay, Amazon CloudWatch provides a reliable, scalable, flexible monitoring solution that you can start using within minutes. Otherwise, if we create our own monitoring tool, we need to ensure that it is scalable when you have hundreds of instances. So, what is a monitoring system? Can anyone guess? Or anyone tell me? Kind of dashboard? Yes, exactly, Sai. Like Shivang, yes, like CPU usage, exactly, which will tell about the instance health. Subrut Jyoti, exactly. Kamlesh, watch the health of a system. Yes, exactly. Sai for tracking, exactly. Shivang, RAM use, Shivang services. Ijagani, which tracks all transactions. Ijagani, yes and no. So let me tell you. It creates, supposing you have 100 instances, how can you check the RAM usage? How can you check the CPU usage? It is next to impossible, correct? So you need to have a converging system, monitoring system, which you can watch and see which instances are overloaded, or which instances are heavily using its RAM. But Ijagani's answer, which tracks all transactions, that is also possible. You can provide custom logging into CloudWatch. Supposing you have an application created by you, which is adding transactions and it is logging to a file in the instance, even that can be streamed live to the CloudWatch. That is the power of CloudWatch. Service, it's helpful to avoid application down and take action before any spikes. Exactly, CPU, RAM, file system. Subroji, notifying as per alert. Exactly. Monitoring tool, Badrinath, monitoring tool like system health check. Exactly. Aniruddha, system health check. Exactly. So it is a very powerful tool. It has dashboard which can show certain parameters and metrics, but it can also receive streaming log from instances, which I will demonstrate today. It may look slightly complicated, but don't worry, as we progress, things will become clearer. Okay. So you can access CloudWatch let me see, CloudWatch monitor CloudWatch events to send system events from AWS resources and Lambda functions. CloudWatch logs to monitor, store, and access your log file from EC2 instances. This is what we will do, and this is how to access CloudWatch. Now, CloudWatch you can use Shivang like Nagios. Yes. Anuruddha is asking what is Lambda function. Like EC2 is a platform as a service, correct? Or wrong? Is EC2 platform as a service, or is software as a service, or infrastructure as a service? Amazon's EC2. Anyone? What is Amazon's EC2 service? Yes, Shivang, it is infrastructure as service. Anand, yes, EC2 is IaaS, Sai, correct. So now EC2, Amazon also has a platform as a service called Elastic Beanstalk. Supposing you have a PHP or a Java application, you can just upload it without launching an instance, and Amazon Elastic Beanstalk will run it for you. That is platform as a service. It will give you a Java platform or a PHP platform or a Node.js platform or a Docker platform, etc. Okay, but that, supposing you just want one function to be executed, you don't want the entire platform, you just want one JavaScript function or to be executed, then Amazon has a Lambda service, where you can just copy your function and call it. That is Lambda, but that is not a part of this course. You can explore Lambda once you are completed with this course. Okay, so now coming to CloudWatch, when you visit, you will see create dashboard. So let's first complete the slides, and then, so you can give any name for your dashboard. You can say production dashboard and put all your production instances there. You can create a staging dashboard and put all your staging instances there. You can create a testing dashboard and create all your testing servers in there, etc. You can create multiple dashboards to give a quick overview of relevant instances or servers. So in dashboard can have a line graph, stack graph, and a numerical graph, or a free text graph. This is the way to format. Sorry, that is a duplicated slide. Now once you select a dashboard style, you can add metrics. You can use EBS Elastic block storage parameters. You can use EC2 instances and choose the instance metrics. So here I have selected instance metric, and then you choose the instance that you want to monitor, and network traffic usage, CPU credit usage. There are many parameters which you can choose, which you will have to explore. There are hundreds of parameters of the instance which you can bring it to your dashboard. So this is an example, and deleting a dashboard. Then, so that is about dashboard. Then we will see creating a CloudWatch alarm. So come to alarms menu and create alarm, and choose an instance and the disk write operations. For example, and set alarm threshold. That is, if the write operations exceed certain number for these many seconds or minutes, then you should send an alarm notification. So CloudWatch can give you a dashboard that can show you if you are looking at it, but CloudWatch can also trigger alarms when you are not looking at it. So this is very powerful. Okay. Shivang is asking via email, via many ways. Via email, Sai is saying email notification or text. Any way you can imagine it can send, including SMS. But SMS works in the US region. I have not tried SMS within India. But you can try. They're adding new features, refining, etc. It can even send the data to an endpoint URL which can capture and do whatever you want. Okay, so action, define action, select a notification list, create a notification. This part will be clear when we study SNS, Amazon Simple Notification Service. So here I am sending it to an email, and you will need to confirm your email ID, and once the email is confirmed, you will start getting the notification. Will you teach, Subroji, will you teach SMS? No, Amazon, when we study notification, we will see how to choose the SMS option. Okay. Subroji, then what is SMS? No, simple migration service is not a part of the course. See, Amazon is huge. So Collaborate Tact has picked up what is most important for you to get on with Amazon. And migration service will require your current platform, and you just have to specify source and destination. So with this background, you should be able to do it. Okay, so once you confirm your email, when you initially you see insufficient data, then once the alarm is triggered, you will get the notification. Next is how to create CloudWatch data for your custom application. That we will do it using command line. For that, what you need to do is you have to install an agent on your instance, and agent will stream your application log to CloudWatch. Then CloudWatch can access and do whatever it wants. Shivang, your hand is raised. Any question? Alert mail is free of cost? No, everything has a fee. Every service Amazon does has a fee, but it is very small. You need to explore the costing, but configuration tools don't have any fee in general. Okay, so let's come to the CloudWatch service. Dashboards. I have no dashboards. Okay, so I will give a simple example which you need to build on, because technically understanding this is more important than seeing all the possibilities which you can as a professional play around with. Okay, so create dashboard, Sri's demo production dashboard. Madhuri Nallam is asking, what is the use of a dashboard? See, now CloudWatch can monitor hundreds of things, and when you log into CloudWatch, or you want your manager to log into Amazon account and view the dashboard, you show what is important for your manager or for you in a web page. That is a dashboard. So it may show CPU use of 100 servers in a box. It may see how your application, how many users are accessing. Like that, what is interesting, you can put it as a widget on a web page. That is called a dashboard. It is like a car's dashboard, where you can see the fuel consumption, where you can see engine speed, where you can see the car speed, etc. So, but CloudWatch dashboard is a customizable dashboard where you can create a dashboard for your purpose. Suppose you want 10 dashboard, you can create manager's dashboard, you can create project leader's dashboard, or your technical dashboard, and add all the services relevant to those people. Okay, so I'm creating a demo dashboard. See, now I can choose line or stacked graph or a number. I will choose line, and then I have to choose what data to be shown. SNS, EC2, logs. I'm not choosing logs yet because I want to teach you logs first. Let's look at EC2 per instance metric, all metrics, graph metric per instance. I have no instance, so I can't enable dashboard yet. I have no instance. Status check failed. But still I'm choosing a dead instance. Create a widget. See, now I have created one widget which I can move and keep it anywhere. So I can add additional dashboards in here. Okay, I can choose last 1 hour. Subrodji, I can do that, but it is not technical. This is just like using Excel. So I want to go quickly into the technical part of it, where I will configure an instance and stream instance custom application data to the CloudWatch logs, which will appear here. Then you can put that anywhere you want. Okay, so you can see 1 hour, last 1 hour, last 3 hours, 1 day, etc. So as far as possible, my focus is to teach you things which are not easy to learn on your own. Just clicking a dashboard and putting a dashboard and deleting, etc. are straightforward. Yeah, Ashutosh, I created a dashboard. Do you have an instance running? Yeah, so if you have no instance, you can't see anything. It can't show you anything. Okay, so once you try this out, I want you to try this out. In next 5 days, I want you to have your own experiment and see how to monitor instance information. And if you can't see any specific instance information, you can send an email. Okay, so that is about dashboard, creating dashboard. I am not saving this dashboard because I don't want this yet. Next is alarm. Create an alarm. Again, EC2 metrics, log metrics, per instance metrics, I have CPU credit balance, disk read write. I have no instance. Create an alarm, give it a name. Sri's test alarm. And test disk read. If it goes above 100 in 5 seconds, I want this alarm to create, and state is alarm, and state is okay, insufficient. So alarm means it met this condition. Okay means it did not meet the condition. Insufficient means no enough data. These are the three states. But when we learn a simple notification, this part will become clearer. I had already created a demo topic. That is why it is appearing here. In your case, you have to create a new list. Click here, and it will help you to create a notification. Shivang, I am not seeing CloudWatch in after logging in Amazon. If you don't see, you have to type CloudWatch. Then you can narrow down. Anand, do you have a question? Your hand is raised. Yeah. Can you please explain actions again? Okay. Shivang, can you search CloudWatch in your Amazon's search box? And let me explain actions. See, you are watching, you are Shivang, just listen to actions as well. You are setting, you're watching, say, load of an instance. When you are saying watching load, means a CloudWatch system should be able to access your instance load, correct? Yes, Shivang is able to access CloudWatch. Okay, just focus here, which means CloudWatch should be able to access your server's load, correct? Your instance load, correct? Anand, yes or no? Okay, now this can have three states to trigger an action. To trigger an actions means sending a notification. Okay, now to trigger, if you say if load is above 50%, if you say load is above 50%, you ask it to do the action. So you set the condition here, you define the condition here, say load is 50%. Now that action can have three stages. One is okay. Okay means load is below 50%. Alarm means load is above 50%. That is, this condition is met. And insufficient data means that instance is stopped or not yet accessible to CloudWatch. These are the three possible states which can trigger an alarm, trigger a notification. Is it better now? Okay. So with that, we will exit the screen and go into a complex operation. And what I'm going to do is, now CloudWatch allows us to monitor some metrics like EC2, elastic block storage, etc. But I want my custom application to be able to send data to CloudWatch, which I can trigger an alarm. Okay. So what we need to do is, we need to first launch an instance. So launching an instance, I have created a tiny script to save our time. So I have created a simple instance which will use this AMI and Amazon EC2 and create an instance. So this is how I run. So when I run this script, it will create an instance. Let's come to the EC2 instances dashboard. Running instance is 0 in Mumbai, and here I am choosing Mumbai region. Okay, so now what I will do is I will run this command. Why I am showing you this is I am familiarizing you with CLI. See, I ran the command. Now when I refresh, see, instance is launched. As a AWS professional, you will be creating instances this way. The advantage is you know what exactly you have created, and you can document your actions, and you can also version control your action. Ashutosh, you have any question? Sai is saying using CloudWatch, just not only sending notification but writing some set of commands like not to run other instances if this instance is failed, if instance ran successful. Sai, yes and no. But when we learn auto scaling, we can see how we can combine CloudWatch and its alarm to auto scale. Supposing your instance load is increasing and if alarm is triggering, you can tell CloudWatch to use and send this information to Elastic Load Balancer auto scaling mechanism to add more instances, but we will learn that. So see, I want to slowly build up so that towards the end of the course you will be able to build on your own complex, reasonably complex infrastructure. Okay, so what I have done so far is I have used a command line to create an instance. That is all. I didn't do anything great yet. Now what I want is I want to first log into my instance. So for that I will use this public IP and SSH into my instance. Let me shift the screen. Ubuntu, this is an Ubuntu instance. I am inside the instance. To save typing time, I am getting into root mode. Okay, now let's come to our slides. We have to do a set of commands. First is apt get update. This is Ubuntu's way of indexing, its updating its package index. And then apt get install Python. Shivang, Sony, if you use internet, we can have charge. Yes. See, now this is anything you do on your instance will come from the internet. If it comes from internet, you have to pay for the traffic. So I have installed Python. Then I have to install setup. So instead of typing in, let me get it from the I will do this. This will install additional Python tools, but these commands I am giving it to you in your slide. Sorry, there was a delay in giving the slides yesterday, but today after about half an hour you should get your slides. So I am creating a Python environment so that Amazon's command line, in this case CloudWatch tool, is able to talk to CloudWatch from the instance. And pip is the Python's package manager. So I install pip, and after that I do these two commands. I am giving the command in there. After that I use curl to download the CloudWatch agent. Like in this picture, I'm telling you, if you want to, Santosh, I'll be uploading these slides to the LMS. So you need to download it from there. So what I'm doing now is, I have an instance which I want CloudWatch to receive custom metrics, custom logging data. Shivang, Sony, can you give me a link where all costs are mentioned? Shivang, it's best you search and find the cost. Costs are mentioned probably because I want to become as my instant as Apache server. So, all I can say at this stage is, you set the billing alarm and then monitor the cost, because I want you to focus on your course and the technicalities. Okay, so what I'm saying here is, just be attentive here. I'm installing Python based Amazon's CloudWatch tool. So after I install the Python environment, I'm using curl. Curl is the command line web very powerful tool which can also download and save files. So I'm downloading a Python file. If you see, it will be there, AWS logs agent -setup.py. After that, I will use Python to run this agent, but it is important for you to know, specify the region. It will stream CloudWatch logs to that region only. Okay. Otherwise, when you Ashutosh, your hand is raised. You have any questions pending? Okay. So now, here I am configuring my instance CloudWatch agent. Okay, so now Hari Krishna is asking, is there a way to see what all software installed on CloudWatch? Let me answer this. Hari Krishna, how will you normally do? Hari Krishna is asking, is there a way to see what all software is installed on an instance using CloudWatch? Normally, if there is no CloudWatch, how will you do this? You will log into your instance and do PS, that is list the running process, etc. Correct? But what you need to do is, you have to write a script for your instance which will stream the data how I am going to show now. Yeah, in Windows add remove program, no, but as an AWS architect, you will be using command line only, and you will use Windows very rarely. See, now I must emphasize here, your focus should be on a Linux based expertise in AWS, because Microsoft has also has cloud platform which is mostly used for .NET, etc., but the market share is very, very small. So if you are looking for employment opportunities, next 5 or 10 or 15 years, it is Amazon only, and on Linux based servers. Okay, so now I'm installing the agent, and here you have to give one private and secret access ID and secret key. So like I said, AWS is so big, only when we learn other areas you will understand these things now. So don't install this yet, because I will tell you how to get the key only when we study IAM, service of AWS. I have created the key for this today's class. Now it is asking the path of a file to upload. Default syslog of Ubuntu box I am choosing. Destination group, I can type anything here, but let it be the path of the file. Now it's saying choose instance ID. I'm saying yes, instance ID. Otherwise, I can use host name. And the date format, I'm choosing default. From start of the file or from the end of the file, I can choose from start of the file. More log, I will say yes, and I will specify a new log file /home/ Ubuntu/ say Sri log.txt. This log file is yet not there, but my custom script, if I write, will update this log file. So that will be streamed live by CloudWatch. But I want to remove the mystery behind this operation during this session, so that you can do whatever you want using your own creativity. So I'm specifying a file, and the group name is same. I'm not changing it. And I will use instance ID. Date format default. From start of the file, more logs to configure, I will say no, and configuration is over. Now what CloudWatch agent has done is it has configured, but all it did is it created a configuration file based on what you have entered. If you go down to the file, you will see the first syslog section of the log. Here it is monitoring this file, and these are additional parameters, and the stream name is, it is using instance ID as the stream name. Initial position is start of file, and the group name is var log syslog. Then my additional log, it created another section here, and date format file path. Let me copy this file path. Duration, start of file, log group name is this. Now I exit my editor, and what I need to do is I need to restart AWS log service. Let me get that command. So I am restarting the service. Why I am restarting? Because I have edited the logs configuration file, like Apache configuration. When you change it, you need to restart. In the same way, when you add more configurations, you have to restart. Okay, now if we visit the AWS logs, CloudWatch logs, yes, reload also, Shivang, can be there. See, now here you see syslog, which was monitored, and what is my instance ID? What is my instance ID? My instance ID, let me see, my instance ID, I can go to, I can, instance type, where is the instance ID? Private instance ID, this is my instance ID starting in 344 EB. This is my instance. This was my old instance which I tried. Okay, so I'll click. Why I am getting the instance ID? Anybody can guess? Why I am getting the instance ID? Anybody wants to guess? Because in the configuration file, exactly, Sai, in the configuration file, if you go down, I am saying log stream name instance ID. So if you have 100 instances, they will all appear here. It is a part of the yes, Sandeep, it's a part of the AWS CloudWatch agents configuration. So let me click on this instance and see entire syslog from the server has been streamed to the CloudWatch. So if I look at the var log syslog, you will see cron one entry here, October 8th, 331. See that entry here. Now you can refresh it. Now if I want to add a new entry, Sri added this line to syslog. Var log syslog. So I'm adding one extra line to syslog. If I see, you see this line. Now if I refresh, you will see the line has come. So it is CloudWatch agent is streaming data from the instance live. This is the custom data. In this case, it is syslog, which is managed by Linux, but I have created one custom logging where I wanted CloudWatch to monitor this. Correct? So if we go back, log groups, I have I don't have that log group yet. I don't have that log group yet. Any guess? Because that file is not there. Okay. So what I will do is added one line. Okay, now the file is there. Let's see if it comes. See, immediately he started streaming that new file. New group has come. The group name is what we have specified in the CloudWatch conf file. If I look at it, you will see the instance ID, and if you click on it, Sri added one line. And it will appear. If you don't do anything, it will appear on its own. Let me click. See, so now you got what I did now. Is it? I know this is a complex operation, but you got the idea. You got the idea of this slide. I have started an instance, created the CloudWatch agent in it. I configured the CloudWatch agent for the correct region. Then I configured my custom applications transaction log or whatever log which only I know, which Amazon doesn't know. I configured that log, so that log started streaming along with the other logs to CloudWatch Monitor. And in CloudWatch Monitor, you can define dashboard based on anything. You can create a dashboard based on your custom log. Ashutosh, so how CloudWatch operation would be logged in? So now CloudWatch operation would be logged into home Ubuntu Sri. Is that correct? Yeah. CloudWatch operation, no, CloudWatch operation will not be logged into this file. This file is my file or your file. Nobody will write into this file. Only you will write into this file. Supposing, say, load W command. Anyone knows a better command to check the load? So top command can see load, but command line W we can use, and say head -1. Sorry, head -1. Yeah, vmstat we can use head, but I will show you one way. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 $9. So see, I use my see, I can yes, Sarvesh has a better option, which you can cat proc load average, and Sarvesh has typing SAR. What is that, Sarvesh? It's a systat. Okay, I will explore that and study. So this way, your Linux expertise you can share, and I can also learn. Like, see, I'm using Linux for last since '96. So it is almost how much? Almost 20 or more years. Still, I am comfortable with set of commands. So but still I am learning. So that is the beauty of this technology platform. But like I'm comfortable with typing using awk and sed and all. So I can, once you are familiar with these commands, you can do anything. So how I will update the log? See, supposing I want service cat to be updated to this my custom log. all I need to do is I can do like this and come to this, and you will see the current load appearing here. Do you see? Now I can put this in a cron as a cron job, so that every 1 minute it will update the log, or I can directly add a configuration section which will monitor this file. Subrodji, is scripting knowledge must absolutely, because see, cloud engineer is actually a programmer. It is called infrastructure as software. So everything will be software. All your networks, all your firewall, all your disk drives, all your servers, everything will be software, defined in software. You have to learn, but there is an 80-20 principle. If you know 20% of the important commands, you can pretend as if you know 80% of Linux. Yes, Anand is asking Kamlesh's question. Let me read. Instead of monitoring a log file, is there a way we can push messages directly to CloudWatch? No, Kamlesh. CloudWatch can only stream a file, but CloudWatch API can pretend like a file and push data to it. But your question is better answered when we study SNS notification, where we can push messages to SNS. Anand's question, okay, you mean after configuring the agent, all we need to do is redirecting logs from our custom application to log file defined during the agent setup? Shivang is asking, what is API? CloudWatch also gives you command line tools to talk to CloudWatch. Okay, which you can explore. Now let me show you how to configure and add this service log directly as a section. So what I will do is I will open the CloudWatch configuration editor and duplicate this section and create a load average, and file is also, I hope it behaves like a file. Instance ID, start of the file. I will specify end of the file. Let's see what happens, and specify the path, which is the load. Okay, and since I have edited the configuration, I will also need to restart. Let me restart the log service, and when I look at the log group, you should see, yes, it has come. Load average group has come, and our instance is there, and see, instance, see, it is continuously updating. See, okay. So any questions so far? So now the point here is, I have really simplified the mystery called CloudWatch. Now your imagination is what is required to build the correct dashboard or tool what you want. Yes, now Kamlesh has an interesting question. How is it executing command continuously? Anybody wants to attempt to answer this question? Ashutosh, I will read your question after. Sarvesh is saying cron. Santosh is saying cron. Let me see top. See here. See, there is an agent running at the background. So cron is yes. Kamlesh is saying I don't think we have configured correct. So because proc logging system. No, Anand answer and this answering why the log is load is changing, because Anand is saying it is managed by the system process. That is correct, but the question is how is it? Question of Kamlesh is how is it executing continuously? Exactly, Ashutosh saying Python script is running in the background. Correct. See, this is the background job. Okay, so if I kill this job 8362, killing is not the correct thing. You have to stop it. Okay, so I might as well stop it. I'll stop it. Stop the log. So actually, it does not use cron. It uses a background daemon process, which is a service-like process which is running behind the scene. And now I stopped. Now if I look, see that job is gone. Now if you refresh, this will not change. Now no new lines will come. And if I add one new line, added third line to our custom log, and we'll see that hasn't come. See that because CloudWatch is not running. So now there are many things. Type any question unanswered log script is configured in the background. Yes. Service. Kamlesh, that is a CloudWatch agent. Correct, Kamlesh. Kamlesh, instead of monitoring the log file, it keeps executing the proc average command. No, proc average is not a command actually. It is internally managed file-like thing, which you can access it like a file. So that is why we did cat proc average. Kamlesh got it, and Ashutosh, the system process we can create when you run. Yes, system CTL process was created when you run. No, system control is the service manager of Ubuntu. Okay, so now our third line will come only when we restart. I can do restart or I can do start. After that, again the background job will be running and we will see our third line. See, is this clear? So once I show you how to create the access ID and the secret key, will you be able to create an instance and stream your custom log to CloudWatch? This type of simplified explanation you will not find anywhere on the net. So use this, definitely do this. Okay, and what I want to do, Badrinath, in this case system got reboot when we need to start the log service. No need to reboot the system. You mean when we reboot the service, you need to do an enable thing. In that, depending on the flavor, like when you reboot, instead of restart, if you enable this only, it will reboot. Okay, so now onwards, even after reboot, it will happen. In this case, okay, so now come back to our slide. Let's finish the slide and then we will have a break. I have given all the examples which I have done, and getting statistics from this is that slide. This logs configuration section I have given, and restart. But you will be able to do this only after we create the keys. Okay, after we study key. Now you can monitor other services. Now you can monitor CPU, say disk read, writes of Amazon, etc., which is, you can also use this to stop underused instances to save money. In addition, monitoring the built-in metrics that come with AWS, you can use custom metrics. This we have demonstrated. Okay. And with CloudWatch, you gain system-wide visibility into resource utilization, application performance, and operational health. Now, integrating CloudWatch with auto-scaling, this we will have to wait till we study auto-scaling. So after auto-scaling, we will come back to CloudWatch again once more. There we will see how CloudWatch alarms can trigger killing or creating new instances. Okay. Then what else in this? It is 9:08. So we will meet after 15 minutes. That is 9:23. We will meet. Okay. Thank you all. Unless we have access to CLI, can we test these? Subrodji, you don't need a CLI because you need to log into the Ubuntu server to do the commands. The CLI we are referring is from your desktop. That we will come to soon. But can anyone guess why we had to specify the access ID and the secret key? Anybody? Security. Shivang is saying security. What security? Hari Krishna, your hand is raised. Ashutosh, your hand is also raised. Sandeep, due to security reason. Can you elaborate on the security reason? Yes, Sai is saying others cannot monitor. So to explain that, Ashutosh is saying to encrypt the communication with the server. Not exactly. It is to ensure that your instance has access to your CloudWatch account, so that no other instance, unauthorized instance, won't stream to your CloudWatch account. Okay, so when we study IAM, we will see how to create the key for CloudWatch. Okay, so thank you. Is the key Sai Krishna? Is the key specific to an instance? No. Is the key? It's a common key. It's a global key. Anybody you give this key, they can log into your. They can stream to your CloudWatch. Okay. So it's 9:10. We will meet at 9:25. I'm muting. Thank you all for your questions and participation. Okay, welcome back. Can you hear me? Okay, great. Do you have any questions on CloudWatch, or we can proceed to simple notification service? Great. So now I want you to play around with the user interface and configure, etc. But wait, let's learn SNS and IAM for the next session. After that, you will be able to configure. Okay. So let's come to another powerful service by Amazon, which is a notification service. This is me, Sri Prakash Nilakantan, and this is the tax support contact. Simple notification service is a web service that coordinates and manages delivery or sending messages to subscribing endpoints. So you will need to learn few new terminologies. One is a subscribing endpoint. In Amazon SNS, there are two types of clients, publishers and subscribers, also referred to as producers and consumers. So subscribers are also called consumers. Publishers are also called producers. Publishers communicate asynchronously with subscribers by producing and sending messages to a topic, which is a logical access point and communication channel. Do you know what this is asynchronously mean? Anybody? Publishers communicate asynchronously with subscribers. Anyone wants to guess what asynchronously mean? Go hand in hand. Sai, can you refine it? Sarvesh, act required. No, for now, what you understand is asynchronously means even if the destination is not ready to receive, you can send messages. Exactly. Kamlesh is saying publishers will communicate without waiting for subscriber. That is the best answer. So even if the subscriber or the consumer is not ready, you can send messages like your phone, SMS messages. If your phone is switched off, it may queue your SMS messages. When you start your phone, you will get all your SMS messages together, because there is an element of asynchronous behavior there. So there is a kind of buffering mechanism. So Amazon simple notification service will do the buffering for you. Okay. Now subscribers, that is web servers, email addresses, Amazon SQS, queues, AWS Lambda functions, etc., consume or receive the message. Service, half duplex like UDP, yes, no handshaking required, correct. Supported protocols. So subscribers can be anything. It can be SMS also. So the picture will look like this. You have a publisher which will publish to an SMS topic, and the message can go to any of these locations. They're all subscribers. So if there is an email address subscriber, which is me, I will also receive the message. And publishers can be your EC2 instances, which is sending messages. Okay, so this is the picture. Any questions so far? Amazon simple notification. This is heavily used. It is very simple and heavily used all over your AWS infrastructure. Okay. So first is you need to create a topic. Topic is a communication channel to send messages and subscribe to notification. It provides an access point. This is another name for publishers and subscribers to communicate with each other. In this section, you create a topic. So that is not required. Okay. To create a topic in Amazon, we will see how to create a topic. We will do this as practical. I think from now on, our slides will have some kind of a demonstration which you can try. So come to the Amazon SNS dashboard, where you can create a topic and create a subscription and the endpoint. Okay, so let's stop here. Let's stop here and create a SNS system for us. Let's come to Amazon simple notification service. Now, if you don't see the service listed here, this is the service history. You will not see it listed here. Here you have the full list of services, which is a very long list. So best way to get the thing is SNS you can type, or a simple you can type, or notification you can type. You can then once you access it once, it will appear on the left side. Okay, so first thing that you need to do is to create a topic. Demo topic to see to I'll put 3 demo topic. Description I'm not putting. Okay, so I have a demo topic. Okay, now what I need is I can publish a message to the topic, but it will not go anywhere because I have no subscriber to the topic. So test message 1, test message body 1. Time to live, I will how many seconds this should be waiting. I will put 500. I'll publish the message. So now message is published, but it won't go anywhere. Okay. Delivery status, if you look, advanced settings, save configuration, and application. No, delivery status, you don't confirm. Other subscription actions, topic delivery policy, topic delivery policy. is, see here, it can also retry. How many times it will retry? So there are complex settings, but we use default settings. You can explore the settings. So what I have done is I've created a topic and published a message to the topic. Thus, that message may get deleted depending on the time we subscribe. So what I need to do is I need to come to subscriptions and create a subscription, and here I need to type the topic ARN. The ARN is Amazon's resource name. So this is the which I am copying. This is the topic ARN. So I come to subscriptions, create a subscription and enter the topic ARN, and then I need to choose a protocol. If I choose HTTP protocol, this message will get sent using HTTP protocol to a URL that we specify. Supposing you have a PHP URL which can receive post requests, the data will come to you as a post message, which you can do whatever with it. Supposing you have an Indian SMS system, somebody was asking Indian SMS service provider, if you have an account, they will give you a URL to which you can send the SMS data. That such a system you can create and send SMS using this endpoint, using HTTP protocol. But here for demonstration I will use email, and I will use my email ID for demonstration, create a subscription. So it's saying it sent a confirmation message to my email ID. I have to now confirm it, which I will confirm outside this screen. I got the confirmation link on my inbox, which I am clicking now, and it is confirmed. So now if I refresh this, my that subscription is confirmed. Okay, now if I send a message, let me publish a new message to the topic, publish message to and publish a message published with request ID. Let me check my, yes, I got the message in my inbox. So first message, yes, good question, Kamlesh. What happened to first message? Subscriber can't read that. Yes, the message has a time to live and a message policy. So I just want you to play around with the message policy and see how many times it will retry, and then message will get deleted. Okay, so Kamlesh question of what happened to first message, you guys experiment and explore and work on the delivery policy and see what happens. Number of retries 3, and between 20 seconds delay it will retry 3 times. So in 60 minutes that message will get deleted. So now what I want to show you is another practical use of this, that is using command line, how to send a message to the topic. So let me open my email client, just 1 second. I will hide the screen. Inbox. Okay, so let me come to the command prompt and type some CLI commands. Okay, cd, I'll go to my SNS folder where I have some sample email text created, just a plain text file containing hello 1234. Okay, this is simple text file. Now AWS CLI has SNS command. If you type help, it will give you all the possible options what you can do with it. But what we will do here is region AP South 1 and list topics. Unable to see the screen? Okay, sorry. Okay, so see what I was showing you is I am in my SNS folder where I have just one file. Okay, and that file has just one line, which is hello 1234. Okay, then I typed AWS SNS help will give you the help and the possible, you can create topic, etc. etc. You can do anything that you can do via the GUI, you can do via this. So what I will do is I will type list topic, and remember to put the region, because this is region specific, otherwise you will not see your topics. See, I can see my topic ARN 3 demo topic which I created. Do you see this? Now that is the example here. Now in order to send this as an email, what we have to do is AWS SNS publish and message specify the file name. So let's try SNS region publish message file colon email.txt. Let's see if this works. Publish of invalid parameter topic. Yes, you know, I gave the publish operation, but I did not specify the topic ARN. Kamlesh is asking, can we communicate from one region to another region? Yes, yes, you can. You can specify the region and communicate. So here I need to specify topic ARN and give this topic ARN. That is the topic it will publish this message to. Let me move the screen. Okay, so now if I type, see, it created a message ID, and if I refresh my inbox, I should see the message. Got one message. See, hello 123, and sorry. Where did it go? Yes, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, see, hello 123 message has come to as AWS notification message. So here what we have done is we have used command line to push a message to a topic, and that subscriber received the message. That subscriber could be anything. So do you see the power? So somebody was asking, can we send email? You can send email, you can send custom. So instead of using AWS logs, this is another way of getting information from your infrastructure to various subscribers. You're getting the power of simple notification service. So now we have studied Amazon CloudWatch. Now we have studied Amazon Simple Notification Service. These two put together will give you a powerful platform to do various messaging solutions, various alert solutions. Okay. Any questions in Simple Notification Service? This is a small session, small section where I have highlighted important aspects, and rest you can explore via the GUI. But if you have any questions, you can ask now. If not, I just want to introduce you to a very powerful server configuration aspect of it, which we will study later. But I just want to introduce it now so that you can play with it. You know, like what is the use of AMI? Hari Krishna and Anand Singh, your hands are raised. Can you tell me the uses of AMI? Yeah, to tag info to snapshot, yes. AMI can create an image with your software pre-installed, so that when you launch an instance, your instance need not have to undergo any additional installation service. Anand is saying AMI is used to launch customized environment. AMI used to launch an instance. Yes, Hari and Anand Singh EC2 environment. Yes, correct. So AMI is used to launch customized EC2 environment. But what happens if you want to quickly launch a customized EC2 instance, or you want to launch and auto customize an instance? Yes, Hari Krishna, expand root volume size. Yes. Now, what if you want to customize an instance, a default Amazon's AMI instance you want to launch, and you want to customize it while launching it? Any guess? Okay, that is what I am going to show now. So EC2, I have two instances running which I don't want. Let me first terminate it to save cost. Instance state terminate. Before terminate, just look up to ensure that you are in the correct region, and the instance and you know what, instance you must tag it. Demo instance must have tags when you demo 2, so that when you are about to delete, you can see the instance tag and see they are genuinely deletable. Okay, so demo and demo 2 instances are going to get deleted. Okay, I'm deleting it, and I will launch a new instance, and on that instance I want to say create a file while it is being launched. Okay, let this get terminated. We need not wait. So I'm launching an instance. I'm choosing free tier and Ubuntu and general purpose thing, configure instance details, one instance only, and we are not changing anything. But do you see this advanced details which I showed you once? Here we can specify user data. I can specify a bash script here and echo Sri's file into slash, say, home slash test123.txt. So what I am doing, while the instance gets created, I am doing some customization. Here I can put apt-get update, apt-get install Apache server, apt-get install MySQL. I can git clone some of my developers software into it, so that by the time instance is ready, it is accessible. Okay, so I will click add storage, add tag. It is a good habit to add a tag. Name tag is demo user data. That custom script is called user data. It is very powerful way of, and I will choose existing one and all IP open, port 80 open, review and launch. See, our instance is going to get launched, and the key pair, I choose the same key pair. And by now you should be fairly comfortable with instance creation. So anytime you choose the instance, in the instance settings, you can view the user data. See, so anytime you can view the user data. Let it become ready. It is ready. Let's copy the public IP and let's get into the system and see if our file is there. Where did we copy the file? /home. See, our test file has come. So what I have shown you now is how to customize an instance during instance creation. Is clear? But this is a simple customization. Shall we do a little more sophisticated customization? So I will. I have created a file. Use data one. So here I'm manually doing this, manually testing the script. Okay. User data always runs as root. So I am doing an update of the repository. Then I am installing Apache 2. Okay. And then I will install Git. Git version control. And I have created for so website for this class. I have copied a website in GitHub, which I will explain later. So what I will do is I will clone that website to Okay, destination path is already present. So what I will do is rm minus fr slash var www html and git clone, and this here also I will correct. I will tell you why I am correcting it in here. Rm minus fr slash var slash www slash html, and after cloning is over, now if you look at the var www html, you will see a lot of files. Let's see if curl is there. Curl is there. Curl local host See, we have a website. Curl is a simple command line tool to access remote HTTP endpoint. So I just browsed and I can see a website coming. Now if I browse the public IP of this newly created instance, do you see this? Is a nice looking website is installed onto this server, which we did manually. I getting so far what I did is clear? So far what I did is clear to you? Can I get some confirmations? Any doubt in what I did so far? Okay, so let me, Shivang, let me repeat. I have launched an instance. While launching, I created a simple user data file to create one text file. But that is then after launching, I logged into the instance to confirm that the file is there or not. Correct? After that, I manually installed some software like Apache Web Server, Git version control. Don't worry about these tools. After that, I installed a website, which is, supposing you are working in a company, you have your web developers and your software developers, they create this software and put it in the version control and give you the URL to clone their website. So what I did is I cloned, which means I downloaded the website to the Apache's document root, so that when we browse the instance IP, Apache web server will serve the website using the path. Supposing I am inside the server, var www html is the Apache web server's document root. Here if I create a file sri.txt, I type a text file, it should be accessible here. See, is this part clear so far? Here I am just created a web server on this instance and also downloaded a fully working website onto it, just to demonstrate an auto instance creation. Any doubt so far? Any doubt? Okay, good. So now yes, now what I am going to do is, this also I did manually, correct? I am going to automate this. So I will get the commands that I did from the history. See, history will give the commands that have been used, but you can cut when I type some commands. If there is a easier way, you please let me know. So these are the commands that I have used to create the website. So now what I will do is I will exit from the instance and terminate the instance. Okay, this is the instance with which we are, this is the instance which we are browsing. See the IP? This IP is what we are browsing, correct? So I'm going to terminate the instance. And I did not create an AMI using that instance. Okay, so that instance is gone. Now if I browse, will it work? No, see it is not loading. Now what I will do, I will launch another instance. Again, free tier, Ubuntu, and configure instance details. And in advanced details, what I will do, I will type all the commands that I have used manually. So apt-get update, apt-get install Apache, git. Then before cloning, I had to delete the folder. Then I cloned. That is all I did. So now this will be saved as a metadata with the instance. So when the new instance is launched, it will do whatever commands we specify in that file. Let me add a tag, name tag, demo of user data. Configure security group. Can anyone tell me how I was able to browse that IP from using my browser? Apache, correct, Sarvesh, but which port address? Santosh, correct, Apache web server, but it needed port address, right? A port address is to be open, port 80, correct. So without telling you guys, I had already opened the port. Other than 22, I had opened port 80 also, so that that security group, if used, will allow me to launch, allow me to browse. So I'm launching a new instance, and instance is coming up. IP, soon we will get IP. Private IP is only there, public IP hasn't come. Yes, okay, IP has come. Let's see if we can browse. It's saying failed to open the old IP because we terminated that instance. I'll paste the new IP. It is not ready. Why? Because it is only doing what we have specified. Let's see. No, it is empty. See, it has come. See, we looked at the directory just in time. Do you see this? This we are lucky. So while the user data was getting executed, we browsed and we checked the folder. Now if we refresh, we should be able to see the website. Do you see? Fully working website we launched along with the instance. This is how a production server will get launched. Okay. And this user data you can also see from within the instance. Sorry, so there is one URL. Let me see. Curl http colon 169.254.169.2. Latest. See, if you use curl from within the instance, you can see the user data. Do you see the power of this? But you cannot change it. You're getting what I'm saying? The Subro Jyoti is saying what is the exact use of curl? Curl is a very, very powerful utility, but here what we use curl for Linux, when you use, you will be using to browse websites to get the text output, and you can use it to download URLs into your Ubuntu system. But it is very powerful, like curl. Here I have shown example of how to browse. Curl can browse, say, google.com. See, Google is saying page mode. Yes, Kamlesh is saying what is the HTTP address that you have typed, from where you're getting the metadata. So that is a interesting question. Every instance, if you have thousands of instances, every instance this URL will be same. From within the instance, you will get that instance metadata. But no, instance user data. But there is one more thing called metadata. Metadata, you can find the instance IP, public IP from within the instance. So this is a powerful mechanism which Amazon provides, so that your instance scripting can access the instance parameters, can access the user data, etc. You're getting the power of it. Yes, Sandeep, could we use the same path that you have defined in git clone while doing? Yes, this practical I have this I have created for you guys only, Sandeep. And Anand, in is user data defined in advanced setting of EC2 instance will execute each time this instance is stopped and started. This will need a clap. This question. The question Anand is asking is user data defined in advanced setting of EC2 instance will execute each time if the instance is stopped and started again? I won't answer this, Anand. I want you to explore, but I am giving a clap for this question. This is a $1 million question. Okay. What I have shown you is during instance creation, I have added the user data, and when launched the instance, and the user data got executed. Okay, now Anand is asking what will happen if we stop and start the instance. You explore it. We will address this later when we see when we reach the real topics. I just wanted to show you the power of user data creation. Now I want to terminate this instance as well. Okay, let me terminate this instance. Okay, any other question before I terminate? Okay, so I will terminate this instance. Okay, before terminating, you have to look up again. So here you wait for few seconds before you click the button, because it can be disastrous. Okay, so the region is correct and it is demo instance. I am terminating. So that instance is gone. So if I refresh, this will not reload. Okay, now what I am going to show is how to pass the user data. Sarvesh is asking a question: if we stop and start, if it will work, since its configuration happened on host level. So Sarvesh is saying if we stop and start, it will work since its configuration happened on host level. Okay, Sarvesh, I won't answer this now. Just for fun, you explore it. Okay, so this user data creation, what I am showing you today, you can immediately try it out. Okay, so see what happens. Make some change in the user data by you can go here and edit the user data and change the user data, for instance, and see and stop and start the instance state and stop and restart and see if those changes appear. But now what I'm going to show you is another thing. Let me, I have created a file, AWS CA user data, cat CI user data. See, I have created a file. This is same as how I created the instance, which I don't want you to do. We will learn this. But here, while I am launching the instance, I am passing the user data. See, and this file has the commands that I want it to execute. I'll show it to you. See, it has the clone command, plus it has some additional line. It creates one PHP info, because this installs PHP also. But let me edit that to save time. That will take a little more extra time in booting. Git we need, PHP and light PHP we don't need. This we don't need now. And Apache to restart we don't need. Okay, it doesn't matter. And this we don't. But I am creating one hello world, one text file also I am creating apart from this git clone of this website. So what this will do is, it will pick my website, demo website, and copy it over here. Kamlesh has a question, where that file will reside while launching, because instance will have anything in it while launching. What is that question? Which file, Kamlesh? You mean this user data one file, which I am specifying? This, yes. This, you tell me where this file will, where the content of this file will go. Where the content of this this file will go. It will go to the advanced settings user data. Exactly, Kamlesh. Okay, so shall I run this? Shall I run this script? So this will launch an instance and it will upload the user data script, and during launch it will execute the script which will get the website from your developer, when your company's developers. If required, it will compile and test everything and install the your company's application, and your instance will be production ready. That is what this is going to do. Sorry. Okay, instance is launched. and let's go to the instance. Let's refresh this. The instance is coming. Kamlesh is asking from where it will upload user data one text. Yes, Kamlesh, that when we run this shell script, it is actually executing this AWS CLI command, AWS EC2 run instances with all these parameters. And one of the parameters is user data, and we are specifying the path to the user data file. This is one way of specifying, but it can be a URL as well, and it will download that and send it to the server. No, I'm not launching. Kamlesh is asking, are you launching another instance from another instance? No, this is my Mac. This is my Mac. This is my desktop. Yes, Anand. Anand is saying path of the user data file is local on my machine. Yes, Anand. That user data is local. It is on my local Mac machine. But the thing is, if you specify it like this, it will send the command line tool will send it to this instance. So if you look at this instance and check the user data, you will see our user data has come. With that, it has the extra line, and PHP lines which I have commented has also come. See, now if we browse this IP, if it is ready, we should be able to browse. Yes, I will share the same scripts. Okay, so see, the website has come. So so command line way also you can. So see, this what I am showing now is part of the after we learn load balancing, we will learn this. But I just wanted to show you this. So this is a part of the auto scaling screen. This is a part of the auto scaling thing, which you will get it during the next session. So you currently don't do the command line part, only do the user data, how I am have done it. Okay, so here I can insert a slide and paste the user data. That is what your question is. I can do that. Okay, I will do that and send it to LMS. Okay, I'll do that. So now this what we have done is in auto scaling part, instance request, user data will go to metadata as metadata to the instance. Yeah, Hari Krishna, how does user data reside in Ubuntu, your local machine? Which Ubuntu are you referring to, Hari? This is your online EC2 Ubuntu or your local desktop Ubuntu? Yeah, instance. So instance, it is stored in a hidden place. It is not directly accessible to you, but you can use curl to see it from within the instance. So instance has got hidden data which your script can access. One is called meta-data, another is called user-data. User-data is the location where your user data for that specific instance will be saved. Clear? Is it clear? where the user data is saved. So it is not saved in the instance file system, it is saved outside as a meta information by Amazon. But Amazon allows you to access. So it is very, very powerful. So if you creatively use user data, you can do anything. You can do, you even use it for disaster recovery. Ashutosh, you seeing? Can you see cat user data? Ashutosh wants to see it once more. Okay, let's go to the console and get the IP of the running last instance. Let's get into, for that we need to get into the instance. Okay, and curl http://169. This is an exam question. The IP address is a certification exam question. 254 slash latest slash user hyphen data. See, user data is echoed. Now what I'm going to show here is, here instance setting, you change user data. I'm going to, yeah, see, I cannot change the user data. For this I need to stop the instance, which I don't want to do it now. But when we edit the user data, you will see the change appearing here. Is that enough, Ashutosh? This is the URL to get the user data, but there is other data. What is it called? Metadata. Metadata. You put a line at the end, you will see all the other parameters. Like I showed you, IP address, AMI ID, see, AMI ID, host name, metrics, network, placement profile, host name, security group, security groups. See, is this the only time executable during instance creation? Sarvesh, is this the only time during, you asking me to answer the question, right? I won't answer now. You have to see, you have to try it out. Shivang, 169.254.169.254 is the default URL Amazon gives you to access user data, and this address is same for all your instances, but the data will change depending on which instance you are logged into it. You can only access this URL from inside the inside the instance. You can't browse this outside the instance. Shivang saying this is fixed means what? Yeah, this is fixed. This URL is always fixed. So this URL will give you all powerful information about the instance. Whatever you see here, most of them you can access using the metadata from inside the instance. Yes, it is like a static IP. Okay. So any questions so far? Hari Krishna Ravi Kumar is asking, can we have multiple user data? No, you can only have one user data, but since user data is a bash script, sky is the limit. You don't really need multiple. You can store all your different user data versions in your Git repository, and depending on the parameter or something that you pass, you can choose any script that you want to run. Clear? See, user data is a shell script which Amazon executes for you. You can do anything in it. Only thing is, don't put too big thing which will take too long. Then accordingly you have to fine tune your auto scaling time parameters, which we will see when we reach those topics. Because if your user data takes 10 minutes to install everything, then accordingly you have to, during load balancing, if there are more users browsing your website and you want to add more instances, and each of those auto scaling action is taking 10 minutes, then those 10 minutes your users will see that web server is not accessible. So the user data has to be efficient. So if your user data takes 10 or 20 or 30 minutes to install, what do we do? Anybody wants to guess? Any guess? If user data execution is taking too much time, what can we do? Ashutosh saying we can start Apache as a last command. No, but still it's taking too much time. Santosh saying snapshot. Santosh, can you elaborate? So that is the answer, but it is not snapshot, it is AMI. So it needs a clap. So you create an AMI. So such cases, production machines, you have to monitor how fast your user data is executing, and at certain times create AMI, so that everything comes pre-installed, and so that you can redo your user data to minimal changes. Sandeep, need to check script config. Yes, so you need to check how long it takes, and if it takes too long, you have to create an AMI instead. So you have to balance between AMI creation and user data execution in your production servers. Clear? Any other questions? Today we covered many critical topics, but we will come across these topics soon again. And we saw fully ready production server creation via the GUI using user data and via the command line using user data. And the commands that I have used, you can always see it in the video as well. So nothing to worry. And I'll terminate the instance. And if you have no other questions, we'll meet on next Saturday at 8 o'clock. Thank you all for your questions. And Ashutosh, list of common AWS CLI. Yes, we will cover that, because CLI is a separate session. I'm showing you just so that you can see side by side. What I just want to give you the confidence that whatever we do using GUI, we can do using CLI. Otherwise, if I teach CLI alone, you will not know that GUI can be done. And if I teach you GUI alone, you will not relate immediately with the CLI when we study CLI. So slowly I want you to fully migrate to CLI, so that by the end of the course you will be confident with CLI as well as GUI. Okay, thank you all. I'm muting myself, and I will upload this to the LMS in half an hour's time. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you all for your questions. And Hare Krishna, Ashutosh's hands are raised. If you have any question, you can shoot now. Sandeep's hand is also raised. Any pending questions? Okay. Okay, then thank you. Thank you all. Ashutosh, can you do a to-do list? Can you do a to-do list? What is that? As a project, you mean? for practice? Yes, yes, but today I don't want to give a homework now because I'm only teaching bits and pieces. So whatever I have shown in the PPT, you try it. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.